Welcome to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ludke, and I'm here today with John Dermody. Hi, John.
Hi, Hank. How you doing?
Tremendous. How are things going with TSC3, Talent Showcase number 3?
Well, it's going pretty well, and here is the ad that's been running in the paper. And for those of you who want a reminder, if you go around town, you'll see some white leaflets, smaller than this, to remind you at Frazee Family Foods and other businesses. It's November 5th. It's the third one, November 5th.
I'll go for that.
This was the original one last November. We have caps that we'll be giving away. This one says Talent Showcase 3, and of course there was a 2 back in March.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, everything's going really well. We've got a good lineup. I'm going to use my cheat sheet so I can...
That helps. You know, I sometimes use those too.
Just before I came down, I checked my computer and I found out for sure that we've got 2 more acts coming.
So your computer's puting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, now this is being filmed before Halloween.
Yes.
A couple days. So we'll use a Halloween joke even if it doesn't apply on film.
Okay.
Why does the witch fly with a broom?
I don't know.
Vacuum cleaner's too heavy. Okay.
See, you learn something all the time.
All right, on the lineup, we'll have something between 16 and 20 acts. We'll start out with an introductory thing, a few minutes. There'll be a tribute to our veterans because Veterans Week is the following week on the 11th. There'll be the Boy Scout troop. Like last time, we'll do a color guard presentation, national anthem, and then we'll get into the acts. Now, for the first time, we'll have barbershop music. The Heart of Lakes Harmony group will be in, and we're not quite sure if it's a whole chorus or a quartet, because they're still working on that, but it's going to be one or the other.
You got some pretty heavy groups coming in here.
Oh, that's going to be a gas.
I love barbershop music.
Oh, I do too. We'll have a storyteller. We'll have 4 elementary girls. Actually, I'm not sure if they're 6th or 7th grade, but right in that middle school area. There'll be a vocalist and 3 instrumentalists, and their instructor, who is Michelle Clemmer, the high school band director. She'll be doing a fantastic flute presentation again. You remember the last one? She did some jazz numbers that just knocked your socks off. We'll have 2 brand new groups of young ladies from, you mentioned them a little bit ago, Northern Lights Dance Academy. Kendall's bringing over, I think it's 8 girls, maybe it's 10. She called a junior performance group and a senior performance group. Now they're both a lot younger than we are. I think the one group is probably...
Mentally or physically?
Well, they may be beyond us mentally, but physically they're not as old. The junior group, I think, is 7, 8, 9 maybe. The so-called senior group is probably up to 12, and I know you got socks older than that.
Yeah, you bet I do.
I've seen them when you have your shoes off. Okay, we have Dave Jopp, who is a morning DJ, and you know, he does Swap and Shop. Well, we tried to swap him for a nicer looking act, but we couldn't, so we got Jopp.
Yeah.
We shopped and we got Jopp. He's also a city councilman, so we got to be careful.
Yeah.
Ruthie Goranson, a tremendous piano player who is, I think, about 14. She's been on both our shows. She'll be back. And probably the hit of every show, and this is not to downgrade anybody else, but the North Star Cloggers. We've referred to them affectionately as the Galloping Grannies. And we've got a praise band and a choir from the Bethlehem Christian Church.
Well,
and Todd Sisson will be performing, and we'll have a finale with everybody on board.
Well, I really appreciate all the effort you put into this, John, and all the effort of the people that do this, and all of you that come to see this. So come on down on November 5th at the Frazee Event Center, and we'll see you there.
Free refreshments.
Free refreshments. Welcome back to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ludke, and I'm here today. You know, it's coming up on the holidays. Thanksgiving is coming up, Christmas, at the end of the year, and we're kind of looking at, in retrospect, some of the major gains that have happened over here at Frazee this year. One of the biggest things that got done is that County Highway 10 got resurfaced this year. So we've got a nice fast lane coming right into Frazee now for all you people that want to come down and look at our businesses and see what's going on in downtown Frazee. Also, we finally have got the Joanne Neiman Park up and running. There's new shelter built at our ball fields this year in conjunction with the school. And Northern Lights Dance Academy came to town from Perm this year and has recently opened, and I believe has 65 students at this point. And Kendall Ware is doing a tremendous job up there. So if you're looking for something for your child to get involved in, talk to Kendall and get involved in dance. Wright Bait and Tackle Company has opened on West Main, and they're doing a fabulous job there. And Jonathan Smith, our city clerk administrator, was able to get a rural business enterprise grant this year for $100,000 for us to help develop up-and-coming businesses in our community. So if you're one of those people out there that think you've got a good idea for a business and looking for a place to locate and want to come to a nice small town that has a good school district and a lot of recreational opportunities, come on down to Frazee and talk to us here. The other thing, we've had over $2 million in building permits here in Frazee. In a declining economy, we're doing well. And also, we got our lighting project done on our new street, not a road, up to the Swift plant. So that's where the new Heartland Trail extension will be going through once we get that here in probably about 2 years. Also, we had a lifeguard this summer, and for the first time in years, we actually did swimming lessons at our city beach. We're looking forward again to doing that, and Melissa Plock from Detroit Lakes was our lifeguard. And Melissa, if you see this program, we're really happy to see what's happening with you in swimming in the sporting section of the DL Trib. Other things that happened, the Lions have redone their roof on their shelter at their park and made that better. Also, we had the Minnesota Conservation crew up here, and they put in a portage there. So the people that write to me about poison ivy along the river there is a portage there now, and the poison ivy has been removed, so don't worry about it. The great thing along with that is we also got our state river trail, and that's on the Otter Tail. So the MCC crew also worked on other projects, such as doing canal cleanouts at Fisher Century Farm. So if you canoe and kayak on the Otter Tail, you can go down through Fisher Century Farms and make it all the way now to Silver and Murphy Lake, courtesy of the state. Other things that happened at Fisher Century Farm this year, even though we didn't have the sled dog, we had a cross-country invitational out there this year that was a tremendous success for kids from all over the area, as far away as Bemidji came to run at the Century Farm and run through the water, across the fields, and through a barn. The Frazee Golf Course donated 10 benches to the city this year that we will be using along the river and in some of our parks to help people have places where they can relax. First year of Live at 5, sponsored by Downtown Businesses and Frazee Area Community Club. And also, Cedar and Maple got reconstruction job got finished. But for the future, we're looking at trail connections, expansion of trail and camping, and going after a heritage grant to help with all these things. And we really appreciate all you people out there in TV land that tune into Spotlight on Frazee. So hug your wife, love your children, pet your dog, and wave at your neighbor and be a good citizen. And we'll catch you next week on Spotlight on Frazee.